Hello. Welcome to Rooby Volume 9, Chapter 6. I've been waiting for this for way too long. Let's not waste any time today with the intro. So really quickly, hello, my name is Brassy Mender, but you don't really care, neither do I, because today we're here to react to Rooby Volume 9, Episode 6, Something About Clouds, Confessions Within Cumulonimbus Clouds. So it means we're probably, which if actually you're coming here, you've probably already seen the episode, but anyways, we're probably going to get to see something of either Rooby or Yang in the high bridge in the clouds as they cross between sectors, or potentially some of that purple anti-gravity kind of weird pathway sort of thing, Mario Galaxy style, where they're doing that in the intro, whether that's real or just metaphorical space. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see, but let's not wait very long because it's time to react! Also, really quick, if you haven't seen any of my theories, I put out a couple theory videos, especially the one about the curious cat, and that is actually looking kind of plausible, especially after episode 5. I may have to update the theory based on that, but you should go and check it out and then come right back here because we are going to get into it. And what am I doing? I guess we're really going with that. All right, let's get these headphones on. Hallelujah. We got a warning flashing lights. That means something good's gonna happen. I really can't wait for this. Oh, also, I am not going to be singing the intro very loud today. My children are asleep, and I have a headache, and I just can't be bothered right now. So I won't be. Speaking of which. There we are. That's all set up. Okay. But I will be looking forward to this banger regardless. Sinking down into depths of nowhere, I am undone. Clasp inside onto memories I know they'll be overrun. We must live without this, balance is blind. Vengeance is a riptide in a fairy tale she'll find. We got to see Jean. Oh, we finally got to see Jean. I can't wait to see more Jean. Holy shoot, is here. He's finally here. He's been here for a while, actually. So, I guess I didn't have anything to complain about. He's been here for a long time. Our worlds unwind. Woo. Oh, I can't. We're here. Oh, we're here. Let me put that a little further away so I don't peek too much. Hopefully Jean explains a little bit about his whereabouts and how he's been here for so long. Oh god, I've been waiting for this for, I mean, a couple of days, but still feels like so long. Is this the, this is Jean's, is it gonna be first person? Yes, a first person thing? That's so good. What a great callback. Halfway through the episode, the volume. Ooh, on fire? Okay, yes. But how was her crescent rose there that late that he saw it when he was falling? And the fire, I don't think that's just visual.
Am I?
Man, we're back to the original Jean voice. Not the original, like the regular young Jean voice. It'll be interesting to hear side by side now in the same episode how the voice compares from younger Jean to however old aged Jean. Ooh. Clocks. Okay, yeah, like the intro. Very symbolic. Ooh. Oh no. Did you accidentally rewind time?
Wait! Stop it! Please stop!
What do you do now? Push the top of it like a regular alarm clock. So you kill, okay. So it's not like he fell at a different point in time. You just arrived late. but also early. Are you also like the rabbit then?
I thought maybe I'd never see you again.
How long did you
I knew
sit
if I
on that
waited long
beach?
enough, that you would fall. Just like I
Wow.
did.
There they are. Okay.
It's really you, right? When I saw you in the
Tell me
market,
you spent all this time training too, right?
Sean, it's us.
Aw.
How did you find us?
How are you the Rusted Knight? And when did you get so
Mature.
Oh, yes, yes. Okay, forget everything.
What
White
happened,
Knight is
Atlas?
no longer complicated. It
After
is
the rest
in.
of us
Here we
fell?
go.
I guess we've all got a lot of catching up to do.
God, I can't believe that's still Miles. That's so good. What a great tonal
Two relics
shift.
now?
And with Cinder,
Oh,
ability to get another.
the actual fill-in.
Well, there's that to be thankful for, at least.
We lost Atlas and the relic.
But we got everyone out safely. Jean said
Right.
so.
We risked their home to save the relic, and we failed.
Getting everyone out has to
You didn't
count
get everyone
for
out. We haven't
something.
talked about
What
any of the
good is
people that
saving
fell in
anybody
when
if Salem
Cinder
just destroys
blew
the
them
world
up.
Anyway?
Unless they just
That's
died.
how Ironwood thought. You don't mean that.
Are you done?
Hmm.
We need to move before the weather turns, or it's going to take us a lot longer to get to safety.
All right. One goal ahead.
There will be plenty of time to lick your wounds later. Come on.
Ooh. Like I knew he was gonna mature, but it's just so interesting to see him
So, where are we going
kind of
again?
My
heading
village.
in that direction in the
I
episode.
still can't believe you made it all the way from the Crimson Keep on your own.
Not on our own. We had help.
Hi, little.
Oh. I hope the cat is okay.
Well, yeah, whatever
What
did happen to
cat?
the cat? Oh, yes. The villain, the villain, the villain, the villain. Tell me.
Oh, whew, I found you. Why is it you always find the thing you're looking for in the very last
So why
place
did you
look?
find them? You didn't want to find them for the first half.
Sean!
Yes,
Oh,
okay.
my. It has been an indeterminate amount of time, hasn't it?
Oh boy.
So, how have you been?
Wait, you
Come
two
on.
know each other?
Well,
Yes.
they'd have to. From the story.
Oh, John. I think there's a misunderstanding. The cat can get us all out of here.
We don't have time for this. We've got to get to my village.
Your village.
We don't need a guide.
But your friends wanted to go to the tree.
That's where you're letting them take you?
Well, yeah. That's how Alex got out. Right?
You didn't tell them anything.
No, that's simply not true. I told them plenty of things. A few anythings and lots of somethings.
Can somebody please make sense?
That tree
Yes.
is death. It absorbs you, takes your memories, and turns you into something else. If you go there, it's going to erase you. They call it ascension here. That's
Yes.
really what it is.
Wait,
Okay.
The tree is what causes ascension?
That's what got the herbalist. The roots of the tree. Pretty
Ooh,
curious
okay.
that you neglected to mention that.
Oh, excellent penmanship. But you are not from here. It won't do that to you guys.
Oh, yeah? Then what happened to Lewis?
Who?
Who's Lewis?
Alex's brother.
Okay.
That can't be right. She had a brother? Why didn't
Okay.
you mention him?
Well, you never asked.
Never asked.
Silly. It was always Alex this and Alex that.
We've been following this story the whole time, and it's not even true.
Careful now.
Let's go. I've got a plan.
A lot of good that's done you after what? How many years?
Yes, tell us how many
Everyone,
years.
please This is a lot to take in.
Well, looks like we're stuck at a crossroads then.
Oh, what did you do, cat? See, my theory, I thought the cat might be the villain.
Welcome to
Oh,
a
God.
thunderstorm.
God.
weather pattern
Okay.
that creates a physical manifestation of a mental or emotional problem. So,
Well,
we appear to be at a metaphorical.
at least
and
it's not
literal
something like hate or
crossroads.
rage or
How
anger or
perfectly,
something
stupidly
stupid,
ever after it.
stupidly deadly.
This place really is the pits.
Don't.
The only way out is
Yeah.
to resolve the problem or wait until the storm passes. Let's just get moving.
Okay, ask for that.
Aw, come on, White Knight.
Same.
Where did you? Where's the
Blake?
just dropping in?
Must have had something bigger to work out.
Ooh, okay. The bridge. Okay.
Yay!
Okay.
What do
This looks more like the crossroads
we do? We need to get to that platform.
I would have expected. So what's the curious cat doing
How
then?
do we take the next step?
Unless the curious cat doesn't have anything to ponder. Ooh. The next step. Okay. Not many steps to go there.
You know this would go quicker if you make up your minds.
I just don't get how the story is both real.
It's not like they waited
And
long,
not.
John. Ooh, ooh,
It all
wait,
happened.
wait, what? No, wait, go back, hold on. Other keyboard, wait. Oh, damn. What was that? Dude, yes, okay. So we got Summer Rose. 100%. It's totally different hair coloration and everything. And you're pondering.
She wrote it.
Penny. Oh, and Weiss sees Atlas. So why is Ruby's reflection
just
Summer Rose?
You have.
Oh well, I guess
no
the huntressing,
idea.
comparing.
I waited for you to fall. For years.
Comparing herself to what she
Somebody
thinks
else
a
showed up
huntress
first.
should be.
It was Alex. And
You
her
rewound
brother,
time
Louis,
that far?
2 siblings from Remnant. I told them I was from there too. I was waiting for my friends.
So that's
Once I
how you're
started
the rested
helping them,
knight
it
in
didn't
the
take long
story.
for me to figure out I was in her story.
Right.
I was the rusted knight.
Wow.
Things
I
weren't
like
always
that.
the same as the book.
Okay.
Like Alex. She wasn't just a little petulant or inconsiderate. She was
Oh.
selfish, cruel. Like this whole world was simply
So everyone's
make-believe and
reactions
rules didn't
to
apply to her.
Alex and everything were.
Louis was the
It
kind
wasn't just human overreaction.
clever
It was
one.
not Alice in Wonderland. It
We
was
went places she didn't mention
intentional.
in the story. Like the herbalist.
The curious cat doesn't look
Something
happy though
changed
either.
There. Whatever he said to her, she wasn't the same after that. She lost all trust.
You weren't
in
there?
us. Started accusing us of things. The more I tried to get the story back on track, the more she distrusted me. Was it my
Okay.
fault? Did I change
Oh,
the
Jean.
story? I couldn't even be the make-believe hero.
Oh, Jean, buddy.
I didn't have time to make it right. The rusted knight drank the poison in her stead.
Ah,
She said she wouldn't let anyone get in the way of her leaving. That she'd do whatever it takes.
what did the herbalist say?
was
And why
gone.
weren't you there?
So,
The curious cat wasn't happy at that point,
Not
though. He
exactly
was
my
literally
favorite
there and he
story
was not
anymore.
happy. So why is the curious cat
so
like in
sorry.
on all this now?
Wait, why don't you trust the cat then?
Because he
the cat's
knew.
role in the ever after.
Okay.
I figured
Right.
it out later when the cat came back for me once Alex left.
He sends
When
them to
people
Ascension.
lose their way here, the cat convinces them somehow. Either
Right.
to keep performing their role or to go to the tree and get a new one. The cat calls it healing, but it's
Giving him his
manipulation.
heart.
The cat was never helping Alex.
But
or
like,
you. Their purpose here
but like,
is to feed the tree.
okay, I guess, yeah, you probably know better than I do. You've been there for a little while. But, like, at the same time, like, that's just kind of life here. Whether, I'm kind of going back on my theory, but I want to play devil's advocate here. Whether the cat is being malicious about it or not, that's his purpose, Whether he's a part of the tree or whatever. If this is just the cycle of life and the whole ascending, reforming, and repurposing thing is not malicious or some need to feed, which is still possible. Maybe I mean, maybe it really is just sending them back to get their purposes fixed.
To keep the cycle going.
How can you be sure?
Because the cat took Alex and Lewis there.
Okay.
Only one of them made it back to our world.
I wonder how much Ozpin knew of this then. That was a loud burst of wind. Sorry.
You alright? I'll feel a lot better when we're together on that platform.
Okay. So you're doing something right. You didn't
is it
get
a
anything.
Password or something? Together. Platform. No luck?
Not quite.
I'm sure you'll figure it out, though. You're good at that. You think so? Well, yeah. You've got a really good brain.
Okay. Okay.
That did something.
So we
talked
gotta.
about you, so
We gotta flirt. Ooh, we gotta.
you
That's
have
what's on their
cat
mind. Okay.
ears.
You have cat ears. Is that? That's not a compliment though. That's an observation.
I think your cat ears are cute.
There you go.
Nailed it. Even
Nice.
though I
That was
don't
cute.
know what it is yet. Maybe
So we gotta flirt. So you're.
saying
We're at the.
things
We're at
we
the.
never said
We're at the crossroads.
to each other.
Okay, that's a way of doing it. That's a way of looking at it.
I think you're an extraordinary person.
The music's
You're-
interesting.
Always the first to lighten a situation. You act bravely when you're afraid. You do what you say.
This is getting so many edits. This is beautiful.
Try to keep up.
Oh,
I like
this is
that
gorgeous.
You've never been intimidated by me, even when you didn't like me all that much. I was a little wary of people in general, but you never gave up on them, even when they hurt you. You never give up. You know what matters to you.
Oh, that's such a great.
make this
We've come
quicker.
so far from
Any big
running away
truths
and
we
being
haven't
afraid
dropped
to
on each other yet?
recognizing that. Oh.
Did
Nah, you doubted it.
just
You doubted.
think of something that didn't say it? That can't be what this is about.
You're at a crossroads. You gotta say what's on your mind. The issue. Do
It's
it.
like a cliff. And if I do it, I'm just going to fall.
You don't know that.
I think we're already falling.
Oh, are we mentally? Are we telepathically doing this now?
Just
We're telepathically
it.
talking.
Yang.
It's interesting that Yang's the one holding
I
back,
love you. I love you
but it makes
too.
it makes sense. Ah, they're just wow. Like we knew it was gonna happen, but hearing them say "I love you"—that's awesome, especially in this. Aw, it's a great kiss. Good kissing animation too. Sometimes it's a little weird. The flowers. Oh, finally we got Bumblebee, like, officially. Better than just, is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? Is it gonna be implied? Let's just go for it.
Oh, how
So are they actually out now?
This time
Okay, so
you
you
were in
are
the
here.
first place I
I wonder if
looked
Bumblebee
right
just
on the left.
appears.
John told
I just call him
us.
Bumblebee. If Bumblebee just appears now, out the,
I thought there was more to the story. You're accusing me of something. Same page now.
You're the one who gives afterins to the tree.
Why haven't you been telling us the
Afterins?
truth?
Okay,
When
that's interesting. I
afterins
wouldn't
get
have thought
all
of that word.
higgledy-piggledy, I help them return to the ever after, yes. But you're not afterins. I'm not taking you there to ascend. I'm taking you there because you all have such delightful information for me.
You pretended like you'd never heard of the story when you
Yeah,
met
you
us.
also asked
But
to
Jean had
go
already
there,
told you.
though, you know?
I think old Jean's maybe a few sandberries short of a picnic these days, wouldn't you say?
What
No.
happened when you took Alex and Lewis
No, I
to the
wouldn't say.
tree?
I don't know. She had told me she'd take me with her through the door to Remnant, but she tricked me. Just like all of you. You only want to use me in the same way I've only seen others as sources for knowledge and entertainment.
As a purpose.
At least now I know what not to do.
Okay.
We just want to get home.
That's hurtful.
Thank you for
That's
this
not hurt.
lesson,
That hurts for
Rooby,
the cats.
Rose, Huntress. I'll be on my way now. Stay with your friend.
I still don't necessarily. You made your crossroads decision. I still don't necessarily trust the cat. But it's Aw.
Did we miss anything?
Feels like I've been waiting forever for that.
Aw. Now they're speaking for the community. Now they're speaking for everybody. I don't know. I don't know if I see, I don't know if I trust the curious cat still. But like also Jean said that Alex was the manipulative one. So not necessarily that the cat's lying. It just depends on what the cat also heard from the herbalist, because he was there. He wasn't happy about it, what he was hearing, but the cat was there too. And John wasn't. I don't know. It's all so confusing. It still backs up my theory that the cat could be a villain. But now we have a different reason for the cat having wanted to go to the tree. He's curious. He wants to see what else there is out there. Gosh, frickin' flabbertagging. Fuck.
Hey,
What's wrong, Rooby?
there's something I've been holding on to for you.
You found it!
Was
Oh,
the first
yes.
thing I saw when I was falling. Years later, when I finally found it, I knew I'd caught back up to the time of my birth.
What's wrong? You don't know if you want it now, do you?
Rooby?
Are you questioning You're questioning the huntressing part now.
Thank you, Sean.
Don't mention it.
Sean.
Don't
what
let
did
this be the
happen
end.
to Lewis?
I think Alex traded him to the tree in order to leave. And then she wrote him out of the story. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, we're at the end. Oh, man. It's a beautiful song. That's a beautiful song, but at the same time, at the very beginning, it's almost eerie, like at the very beginning of it. But still, whatever. Beautiful environment, so creative as well. Now, we know what that whole thing was about, the whole bridge. But why is Rooby depicted on the bridge in the intro now? Maybe she's gonna hit her own crossroads? Because in the intro, Rooby is seen standing on that bridge, or something like that bridge. Maybe it's not our last Plunderstorm? Man, I really heard that wrong. Okay, so got some questions answered that I wanted to see immediately, which is not what I was expecting. But now we are also immediately given more questions, which is really interesting. A lot of times Rooby will hold you on the same path for the questions, drop information about it, and then give you more to think about before you answer that question. But like, maybe necessarily on the big scale we're getting the same, but this time around we're kind of getting more like your small questions that you really want to see, like how did Jean get here? Why is he aged? You get those answered in really beautiful, entertaining, and thought-provoking ways. But then at the same time, you are given like so many more questions at the end of every episode that you now want to see fulfilled in the next episode. So it seems like the Curious Cat could be the villain, like I was theorizing. But now I'm also doubting myself. Not that a thoughtful backstory means anything. And it wasn't even much of a backstory, but there's a lot to ponder now, which actually will probably get its own follow-up theory video. Wow, I'm glad I waited till the end of 6 to do that, instead of just being volume 5 after chapter 5, like, oh, he backed it up, it's fine, he's the villain, woo! And then coming into this one, like, oh, well, maybe not. Like, at the same time, though, Rooby, Weiss, and Jean, like, they were all obviously going through their own internal conflicts that we kind of get to see bits and pieces of, but they didn't have to solve those to escape. They just solved the group conflict of where do we want to go, and then they got out. I kind of want to see them solve the individual ones. Weiss is struggling with you know, having had Atlas fall her home, and, you know, losing the relic, even though they saved the people, but they risked the people to save the relic, like she said. So I want to see her personal internal struggle with that come to light a little bit more. Rooby is obviously really struggling with the idea of being the perfect huntress now. We obviously knew that in the volume with her, but now having the confirmation of, like, she's comparing herself to her mother more than even just the huntsmen and huntresses in the fairy tales and the stories she grew up with. And then, like, and obviously Jean is struggling with some more self-blame for things that really were out of his control. He couldn't control, you know, I mean, again, if the story that Alex wrote ended up being, you know, fake and false based on the lies that she told, everything that she was manipulating, then, you know, Jean didn't know the full story to try and get them on track. There's not necessarily a story to get on track that he would know about. So he can't blame himself, but he's still so beat up, obviously over Penny, like we saw in the reflection, and it's really difficult. I hurt for Jean. Like, he's matured so much, but he still blames himself for so many things that, you know, ultimately are out of his control. What I want to know is, maybe I'll go back and see if the Curious Cat, if you can see on any of the sides there, if he had a reflection that maybe would tell, you know, what's going on in his mind, what's really bothering him. It's really interesting how the Curious Cat's purpose, which was confirmed here to be sending them back to the Ever After to get repurposed, but, like, curious to see how it's kind of like a feeding thing for the tree, if we're to believe what Jean assumes about the tree based on what he's seen and heard from the Curious Cat and from Alex getting out and her brother not. But, like, also she has a brother. Yeah, that was a big drop. I didn't expect that at all. We obviously have Bumbleby. Oh, man, we finally have Bumbleby. It's been so long. It's been way too long in general, but it was such a beautiful way to just be like, okay, here. It's here. We're not just gonna, like, you know, we've obviously been getting bigger hints of, like, you know, the hand-holding, tapping, and Weiss not admitting, but noticing, acknowledging it, and then, you know, just you know, Blake's reaction to Yang being okay, and Volume 8 and everything especially, but then, like, you know, we had the hints, and we kind of knew it was gonna come. We just didn't know if it was gonna be how big of a fanfare or a thing it was gonna be, but to have it come not even necessarily in your face like this, in such a great story relevant way to bring it out and to force it to be brought out because of necessity to get out of the Plunderstorm, Ponderstorm, whatever it may be, but in such a good way as well. I think that was an extremely well written way to handle a very touchy subject. Notice the enthusiasm when I have to say the word touchy with the shipping fandom, but it was a very good, I actually don't need these on right now, but it was a very, I think, good way to conquer that in a storytelling way that doesn't, you know, I don't think that's shoving it in your face. I really don't think that's them shoving it in your face. It's admitting it, acknowledging it, and making it the forefront of its own thing. It's not just in the background, maybe they're gonna have a thing going on. It's there, and they admit, and they know, and now we all know that it's there. Also nice that Jean acknowledged it too, kind of obvious for everybody else, but still good to, you know, get another nod towards finally. But, like, it was a really good way to write that. Maybe that deserves its own video as well, because I'm just going to end up saying the whole same things about it without thinking any harder on what it is that I actually want to say. So that was a really good episode. Another lore and exposition episode, but in, again, such an amazing way. Like, we're not just sitting in a house talking about exposition. We are walking through these beautiful environments. So much meaning and so much relevance and so much implication and everything is such a great creative way. You know, I wasn't necessarily sure how necessary the whole Volume 9 being in a fairy tale thing would be. I was always glad we were going to get more Team Rooby and their personal self-growth and admitting things to, you know, how things have gone and their reflections and things, but, like, how good this volume has been at representing that character growth that needs to happen, that is happening. It's beautiful. It is really beautiful. Like, the backgrounds. It's just everything today. The backgrounds, the story relevance, like the world reacting to Rooby. Everyone's having to answer these questions over and over again and then deal with them in different ways and different answers. Seeing Rooby's struggle, not necessarily being a huntress, but being as good a huntress as her mom, especially based on, you know, the reflections and things. It's not been said outright, but that seems to be where her headspace is at, comparing herself to her mom. And especially now knowing, you know, what probably ended up happening to her mom, she's probably really thinking a lot harder about being a huntress, what it means to be a huntress, what it's going to do to her if she continues down the same path as her mom. It's beautiful. It's incredible. It's genius. It's genius. I really think this volume is, get my arm in the shot there, absolutely genius. I really do. It's been an incredible ride so far. We only have 4 episodes to go, but with how well they've been doing this, we also get to have 4 episodes to go on. Like, I'm not necessarily gonna be, I'll be sad when it's over, but I'm not. I usually by this point in a volume, I'm like, oh man, we've only got so much longer to go. You know, we'll get some fights, we'll get some of this, blah blah blah. Yeah, it'll be really sad when it's gone. It's just like, I don't feel that. This has been so good, so beautiful that like, I'm not necessarily disappointed that we're past halfway already. This has been a beautiful journey and a beautiful ride, and I can appreciate it for every single thing that has gone on, everything that has been happening in this volume. It has been a really, really good volume. I'm not sad about where it's headed at all. I'm not really sad about I'm not really sad about the end of the volume. I'm gonna look forward to it this time to see really what comes out of it. Wow. That's really good. It's a really good volume. I don't know what else to say that's not going to be the same thing without my putting more words and better thoughts into my speech. See, I've already lost it all. I've lost every word in my entire vocabulary. So I will simply end with leave a like if you liked, leave a dislike if you disliked, and leave in the comments why you liked or disliked this episode or this volume or your opinions. Nah, I don't want to offer up opinions on Bumbleby. Leave your opinions on White Knight and Weiss's reaction to it, because that will also be, ooh, can't wait to see more of that come in now that we've gotten the exposition part of Jean arriving here, and now maybe some more of the Weiss interacting with Jean going forward, because that is exactly what we all want to see. We always knew Bumbleby was happening. Let's get White Knight back in the spotlight. Yeah. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike it. Comment below what your thoughts on everything in this episode, this volume, what's going to happen in the volume, etc. Go check out my Curious Cat Villains video so that you are prepared whenever I make a revamped video after this episode with the theories of whether the Curious Cat is or is not the villain, because that'll be coming. But yeah, I appreciate all of y'all sticking this far, if you managed to, which you probably didn't. This is heck of a ramble. I don't really have a good way to do this. I don't really have a good send-off. All my words went into reacting to the volume. I don't have any good send-off. Yeah. Come back. See you for the next one. Like and subscribe, whatever. Bye. All of my words went into reacting and thinking about that volume. That was incredible. That was really good. I got nothing.